The only thing that separates me from everybody else is that I tell you I have a price.
Right. You are saying I am openly hypocritical for the amount.
I'm openly full of shit. I'm openly a loser.
Right. That's the Jesus model. Right? That's what I love so much about the Jesus model.
What? What's the Jesus model?
Explain this. I don't know.
Yo, so it's like they figured it out. It's like when anybody says, I'm perfect, I'm holier than thou, everyone around you starts going, remember in 97 when you tweeted about leprechauns? They're technically midgets.
Right.
You know, whatever. Like, and what Jesus comes out and says, yo, everybody is a sinner. Everybody's a piece of shit. Or whatever the other words
I thought
you were
saying
describing.
Jesus was like, I'm a loser.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
No.
But he is kind of saying that, though.
Yeah. I mean, what he's saying is like, yo, I got it for y'all.
Right.
Like, he's like, I know you're going to tweet fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Alex, I know you're going to lie on your dick.
Oh, man.
And for the record, Alex does not have sex with Mandy. Anyway.
Thank you.
So,
You saying it a lot. Why are we saying it so much?
guy, this was such a stressful week off of that shit. I hope you guys got a lot of laughs off of that, and I hope you really enjoyed it because Alex was going through it. We can get back to that in a second. Mandy was supposed to come on today, but she couldn't make it today. But I think next week, hopefully, we'll have her on, and then maybe Kaz will be back, and it can be a whole, unite the whole situation. You know what I mean? You and your boo.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but back to what we were saying. I forgot what it was exactly.
Rajneeshis, a hipster, same person.
So that's a great
Jesus model.
Oh, the Jesus model. It's like you can't be angry at someone who goes up there and goes, "I'm a sinning piece of shit."
Yeah.
Hey, shouldn't we all try to do the best we can?
Yeah.
Like, you love that guy.
That's an honest dude.
When the best dude in the neighborhood, the best dude in the community, the priest or the what do they call it, pastor or whatever. When the best dude, the one all of us is looking up to, goes, dude, I'm no better than y'all. I fuck up all the time.
That's the guy I respect and admire, and I'm like, yo, that's a guy I trust.
Yeah.
That's a guy I trust.
You're exactly that, only you're like, for a price, I'll be a Jew.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
For the right price.
Exactly.
For the right price,
I'm not Jesus.
Who wants me?
I'm not Jesus.
Allah, you want me? It's a certain amount of money.
I'm just an honest Judas. I'm just an honest ass Judas. Hey, fam.
Honest Judas. Dude, that's got to be your Twitter bio. Honest Judas. Priest is coming up to you, he's like, listen, I know you're going to fuck me over. You just taking it to be like, you right, fam. You right. Yo, they came with the silver coins, and I ain't never seen them. I ain't never seen them shits.
Man,
we live in poor.
Hey, I just try to make my price as high as possible. Everybody got a price. I just try to make sure my price is super high.
Son, that's ethics right there.
That's all ethics is.
Yo, you're onto something really great, because when a girl says, I would have sex with a guy for $1 million, I'm not going, whore.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going, smart.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, if a girl says,
businesswoman.
If a girl says, I have sex for $1 billion, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce.
Oh, man.
Brilliant ass Beyonce over here.
For real. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
not Beyonce, though.
He's not
Beyonce's
implying
a
she would
queen.
do
Nah,
it.
I know,
What
but
he's
just- we
saying
don't
is
slander
she's a queen.
Beyonce.
I guess, to clarify, but you're saying that, yes, she's brilliant for doing that shit.
Yeah.
Because, and that's really what it comes down to. If you have sex for $10, then that's some hoe shit.
That's some terrible shit. It's not even you're a bad person. You're just a fucking loser, man.
Yeah,
like
dumb. Bad with your business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those strippers that didn't raise the price when they were eating ass. Dummies. You know what I mean? That's why you poor. You know what I mean?
A whore's just a dumb person, really.
Yo, she could have hit me for 50. I was going to pay a 50 pop. I was drunk enough.
So this is why I never understood why.
Alex, shut the fuck
Oh, fuck.
We back, baby!
All right, I was
back! I was mad late and disrespectful today, so I feel bad about that. That's why Akaash was probably angry at me. I was disrespectful by being late. So I'm sorry about that. But go on, Alex. What were you saying?
I know it's coming again.
It's not coming again. Go.
Um,
Despacito. Tiki, despacito. Don't you fucking talk, you crazy ass Puerto Rican.
So I don't understand why Mariah Carey fucked down when she had babies by Nick.
Well, how?
Nick gorgeous, fam. What are you talking about?
It was such a bad
business.
business.
I work with Nick every day. I was like, this motherfucker gorgeous.
You know what? I will say this about Nick. Small waist.
Andrew,
What?
yo, can I tell you some real?
Motherfucker got it.
What?
Can I
Son,
tell you some
keep
real?
it real.
shit?
I
Can I
got
tell
you,
you some
son.
real shit?
Fast forward.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna
me
keep it
tell
real.
you.
Andrew been having an issue with Nick Cannon's hip size for years.
Man got no hips, son. Yo, Akaash, I'm wrong though. I'm wrong though.
You're
or
right.
Not?
You're right.
Son.
But
Nick
I
Cannon
didn't-
built like
I'm
Gumby.
saying Andrew had an audition for Wildin' Out before I had, like the year before I had an audition. And his whole issue the whole time is this motherfucker's hips are too small.
Son.
Dog.
Yo.
The whole
Son,
time.
I walked in, I saw his fucking hips. I walked right out that bitch, son. I walked right out that bitch. I'm like, I'm done. I ain't auditioning for this motherfucker. This is crazy, bro. Dude, this shit is too skinny.
Ain't that a man though? If a woman's supposed to have childbearing hips, isn't it manly to have the opposite?
Have a little. Don't look like a fucking monopod. This guy, dude, this guy dead serious. You could
Monopod.
literally, you could attach a flag next to him and he would look exactly like where the flag should be. The guy has no change. And this is swole, Nick. He had gotten diesel.
Yeah.
And so the upper half was all diesel. And the bottom half, it just looked like a stool. you know how a stool is just the legs and that's it. There's no coming in. I want a man to have a little shape. You know what I mean? A couple curves. You know, you don't got to be the hourglass, but I still want to be able to tell the time. You know, it was 0 o'clock with him. So what time is this? I'm looking at his hips. I'm like, what time is it, Nick? God, DJ D-Rec, give him an X.
Oh fuck. Oh man.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Whoever.
Oh,
knows
why
what
did
we're
he
talking
marry
about.
down?
Why did she?
Well,
she
Akaash
fucked
Akaash told me about this about Nick, and I didn't know this. Apparently, Nick was very, very, very well off because of business ventures.
down.
Nick is
Not
a.
Mariah Carey, man.
Yeah, and he didn't have Mariah money, but Nick's a smart motherfucker. Like,
Okay, so check it. I think as a woman, you have vagina. No, I think they're like you want to do. I think you want to at least. How do I say it? Let's assume that I forget the name of the term, right? But let's assume that women want to marry up, right? Let's assume they do.
Yeah.
biologically.
Biologically speaking, right? Now, this is not every single woman that wants to do this, but yes, of course, there's some, intuition to
In a
do that.
Darwinian
right?
sense, that's what
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
do.
and just like men want to marry hotter,
Yeah.
right? That's fair. Once you reach $500 million as a woman, I don't know, is that what Mariah has? 250? A lot of money, right?
A lot of money, yeah.
Honestly, how many guys are there out there? It's a small pool. The more successful a woman gets, the smaller
Let me
the
also
pool
say
of
this.
mates go.
She started with Tommy Mottola. Her first husband
Boom.
was the
Before she had money,
yeah.
it's Tommy Mottola, right? Then she gets money, and now you're in this pool of people. Let's say you're going to date over 500 million up. That's why they end up dating these fucking the sheiks.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
dudes and all these chicks
yeah,
end up
she did.
dating sheiks.
She caught a billionaire out there. though,
Shacks.
too.
What are they
It
called?
ain't a breakfast
Sheiks?
cereal, dog.
That's a sheik. You out here with a sheik. You saw Rihanna yelling at that sheik?
Oh, that shit is the funniest
Son,
thing
you
ever.
gotta disown that motherfucker. You know the men in their country were adjusting that shit that keeps their whole outfit on. You know, that crown shit that they got on their head. They're like, yo, what is good with this lady? Stone her.
cracking the burger
Exactly.
for this bitch as we speak.
This is why we don't let them drive. They get crazy confidence. But in real talk, if you look at all these successful women, and that so many of them end up dating these sheiks. Right? And I think it's really because they're the only ones that got more money than them and aren't married. Every dude that got 500 million in America married.
Yeah.
Name me a single 500 million. It ain't out
Elon
there.
Musk?
Elon Musk. That's it. Motherfucker from South Africa.
Is he really?
South African.
Oh shit.
Did you like my South African accent?
I
I
didn't
can
know
only
what that
say
was.
South Africa in it. You ready? South Africa.
Nah.
I don't believe it.
Nah.
You good at accents, but that ain't one.
Yeah,
of them.
nah.
All right, one more time. Ready? Hold on. South Africa.
Nah, bro.
That's not it.
You sound like fucking Drago.
So what? Hold on. Okay. South Africa.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Son, I think I said that one. I think
like a
I said that one.
leprechaun that
I'm
time.
from South Africa. I'm from South Africa. Come to our country. Ride our elephant.
You sound just like a Shek.
I'm a Czech.
Oh, yo, we got. Are we doing Adam and Eve read today?
No, we do have an ad, though.
Okay.
You got a pizza?
But no, I don't. But then let's do this unboxing now.
Okay. I would just want to get through this point about the Czechs, and then we're going to unbox.
All right, let's talk about checks.
These rich-ass chicks got to go to Czechs because they're the only ones single or they're the only ones that can marry more than one woman.
Yeah.
All the other rich dudes are already taken. I'm sorry, you're $500 million. The amount of single 500 millionaires, they don't exist.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they're so rare, it becomes a story. Remember the Prokhorov, the Brooklyn guy?
Yeah.
The guy who owns the Nets.
Right.
He was single and worth billions.
Yeah.
And it was like, what a playboy. Let's
Yeah.
write an article about him. Like, it's so unique.
Right.
So I think, on a certain extent, when women make that kind of money, and I'd love to speak to one about it, when they make that kind of money, in a way, it's a hindrance to the love life, because if biologically they don't want to date down, biologically speaking, they don't want to, the pool of guys that they can is so tiny that you end up with a Czech.
You gotta go to the checks.
You got to go to the Czechs.
Gotta go to Sheks.
Okay, let's.